this?
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I'm a little stuffy right now, so you get the dodge with, the Florida freaking affecting him every 10 seconds with the allergies. So you're going to have to deal with it. Today you get the Allergy Naj.
Do you want me to, add in some screen shaking effect?
Actually, yes.
It's not in the budget.
Yes.
It's not in the budget.
Yes.
It's not in the budget.
Yes. Put some wacky inflatables like Bailey. Wacky inflatable man.
It's not in the budget yet.
Gets me every time.
It's not in the budget.
It's not in the budget, my ass. You know what? If I had... How forget my... You got the... I can't... Damn, I can't even take a note.
I mean, you could take a note on your phone.
You know what? I'm taking the phone note.
Sounds like you're taking a phone call. It's a shame.
Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, and you gotta answer it too. Wow. Well, my brother answers telemarketer calls while we're recording a podcast, and I'm not stopping. You know why? Because I'm a classy man. I'm classy. Just like Cloud City. He's going to be mad about that. But anyways, we had Raw. That's why you guys are here. That's why you're tuned in. Welcome back. How nice of you to join us.
That was a little important of a mix of a phone call.
Oh, yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize. That was very unprofessional of me.
It was super unprofessional.
Bad notch.
Super unprofessional.
I'm going to throw my phone over to the side over there, and we are good to go. I apologize to my 1 or 2 fans that are out there. Probably 1.5. But
Stone Cold has a podcast, right?
Yeah.
And his rule on the podcast is whenever you're on the show or whenever you listen to the show, if somebody's phone rings, you have to buy him a beer.
You get a beer. You get a beer. 2 seconds.
Hey, I want the Sierra Nevada. The Torpedo. Anyways, cheap plug for the, Hey, don't forget the can opener. Anyways, so, we had Raw, and, God, this Raw was struggling. This was a rough Raw. I definitely had a hard time watching it. I don't know where else I could go with this, other than telling you that this was probably the worst Raw we've had since since WrestleMania. This is the Raw leading into Payback, the go home show. So I don't really understand exactly how they could afford to make this rough. There was nothing where I was like, oh yeah, that was awesome. Nothing. So, to kick off Raw, what we have is, it's like a battle of the talk show segments, which is, I
got it. Alright. So, I messed up. I'm not afraid to say I messed up. I mess up sometimes. We all fuck up. So, I came to grab my brother a brew. Went and got it. Now we're going to have a brew. It's my apology, brother. Let's get the show started.
I got to add this into my calorie tracker before I take a sip of this.
Oh, God, yes.
New, I can't say new year, new me, because it's already way past that. But, new show, new me, I guess.
Counting calories, trying to get on the rock, so follow us on that journey. Well, you'll see this episode, we're going to be a little, chubby, chunky, whatever. But, let's go about 10 episodes in. You're going to see brand new us, baby. Keep tuned. Keep tuned. TM, that's mine. Let me say it loud. TM!
Well, that was a bit much. Just like the battle of the talk show segments. This went on way too long. I already rambled a bit about Raw. Did you like Raw?
I enjoyed certain matches of it. Again, now, when it gets to those little individual segments, it got a little freaking annoying because they need better writers. It's very apparent. They need better writers on that show. But when it began, Chris Jericho, I did find Dean Ambrose's jacket to be on the very comical side. I thought that was funny as hell. The Miz is just...
He's speaking the truth, though.
Ooh, The Miz?
Yeah.
About which part? About him being the Fame?
I mean, more of like Dean just not really representing what a champion or a WWE champion should. He's not like your prototypical WWE champion, and that he's been kind of lazy. And I mean,
I feel yes, Dean Ambrose, his character, his arena is so big because you know what, he can go psycho and he can just be that crazy guy, but he's not turned it up. He's not turning it up from what I see. No. I feel that, he could turn up his character and be a bit more of a dick and attack Braun and just have more fun, just go crazy. He has the opportunity, like I think I said before, to be like Stone Cold was when he was tormenting D-Generation X, when he did the drop the net on him, about Road Dogging him. He has that heel, he could do that. Mm-hmm. His character is already set up to do that, and I think they need to take that avenue with him to do it. Now, Chris Jericho, obviously, he's Chris Jericho. He doesn't need lessons from anybody. He is amazing. Every time you see him, he's funny, he's comical, he's humorous. He brings that energy that they need in that ring. The Miz, I can see what you're talking about. The Miz had a point, but the Miz's character is just so fucking annoyingly douchey, and I guess that's what he's written to be, is an annoying douche. But it's kind of like,
good job.
He's overly douchey. Bring it back. Bring it down a little bit. He has the worst Hitler haircut I have ever seen in my life.
That's not a Hitler.
That is such a hit. That haircut is so odd to me. I don't like the Miz's shit. I hate that. I fucking hate it.
Which is perfect because as a heel, you're supposed to hate him. And you literally just sit here and hate everything about him.
I hate everything about him. So
see, he's doing his job. He's damn good.
His character, yes. If the Miz is doing it himself, hey, I give you.
Well, wait.
If someone else is writing you as that douche, and they say, hey, wear this as the douche.
You can't really write someone's personality.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. It's very easy. Listen. Hey, you gotta see that person. You gotta diagnose that person.
You can write someone's personality, but the execution of it is
correct.
Completely
it's how they execute it. Yes.
So I can sit here and write. The Miz walks out and has a upset face because he wasn't given a title shot. Plain cut, simple, dry.
Okay, but
for him to execute,
So it's not that hard to be a douche.
Yeah,
it's not that hard to be a dick.
No,
you do it every day.
It's difficult because there's some guys who just aren't good at being a bad guy. There's some guys who aren't good at being a bad guy.
But you have to tailor to that personality of that person, those traits of that person. That's what I'm saying. The Miz has that douchey young playboy face.
There's been times where it's fallen, where it can be well written, but it's just
we'll have to stick into that in his character. But obviously, you get Dean Ambrose and the Miz in the ring, there's a fight is gonna break out somewhere, and that's what exactly happened.
It was the Miz was like, everybody should be giving me gifts because I'm saving this division or whatever. He does, and Dean's like, I actually do have a gift for you. And then hits it with the dirty deeds. That segment was 20 minutes too long.
Oh, God. Could have been done in 10.
20 minutes way too long.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But it is what it is. You can't really...
Yeah, it started the night, and it led into, which I am going to say next, should be Matt Hardy and Sheamus?
Yep.
Okay, yes, it led into Matt Hardy and Sheamus. It all around, again, it's the Hardy Boys, so it's Matt of the Hardy Boys. If it's Jeff fighting, you're gonna get some high flying maneuvers, you're gonna get some crazy shit. If it's Matt, you're gonna get some. I don't want to say the word is mediocre, not mediocre. You're gonna get some mid-level play. He's gonna do the typical moves. You're gonna see the twist of fate. You're gonna see him do ha ha ha. You're gonna see all that, and Sheamus, I'm gonna give Sheamus a lot of credit. Sheamus is actually a decent wrestler.
Yeah,
watching him actually do his thing was actually I'll give him a lot of credit for what he did.
He's picked it up in the past like 2-3 years.
Yeah, when he slammed Sheamus on the edge of that ring, he just ran and like slammed him on the outside. That I was like, damn. That my heart dropped. I was like, damn. Like, look at his face. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
I'm sorry, you were like, what?
Look at his face.
Okay. Well,
but again, it was a B-level match. There were moves on both sides. Matt Hardy wins it with a twist of fate.
Well, you forgot to mention.
What am I mentioning?
The distraction is the reason why he won with a twist of fate.
What's the distraction then? Man?
Were you watching?
I was watching. I was there the whole time. It's my watching thinking face.
Well, that's probably why you weren't watching. Because the TV's like right there, and you're.
I got my peripherals.
So what happened was, Matt and Sheamus were outside of the ring. Jeff goes to check on Matt. Matt gets rolled back into the ring by Sheamus. Jeff has a problem with this. Hops up on the apron. Starts yelling at Sheamus. Cesaro comes by. He's like, yo, what the hell you doing? You can't be doing that. Ref gets involved. Jeff drops down. Sheamus isn't paying attention.
Yeah.
And then he eats a twist of fate from Matt.
Yeah, those Swisslanders do not like any of that horseplay.
Okay. You said this during the show. Or I'm sorry, while we were watching Raw. Say that one more time.
The Swisslanders. Yes. Coining it. It's mine. You can't have it.
Swisslanders?
Mm-hmm.
Explain to the people who know what a Swiss person would be.
Swissland. So I call them Swisslanders.
Swissland?
Switzerland. I need that shit with the bouncer balls. Swissland. you know the little bounce balls used to do the thing back in the day. Was this before your time? Little, I used to jump every. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be like I am the, and you see the bouncing balls. Okay, not for everybody. Anyway, Matt Hardy walks away with the win.
They all shake hands.
At the end there was some tension. You thought it was going to break out to a fight. They go for the longest handshake ever possibly imagined.
I was yelling, don't do it. I was like, don't do it, Matt.
I give him props,
Still trying to keep it respectful, keep it classy. Which I think means that come payback,
it's going to get unclassy. They're going to kill each other.
Not just that. I think Sheamus and Cesaro are going to use some dirty tactics. Maybe the ref's not paying attention. Somebody eats a chair shot.
Not my Shimzaro, no.
I'm sorry?
Not my Shimzaro.
Shimzaro.
I call them to put them together. It's like if they did the fusion.
Shimzaro. That. If you said Shizaro, that would make sense.
Shimzaro.
But Shimzaro?
Shimzaro. I gave it a new name.
But you changed Sheamus' name.
Yes, I did.
It'd be Sheamus.
Yeah, Sheamus. Shimzaro.
No, his name is Sheamus.
Shimzaro. Why are you not getting this? Sound it out. Shim. Zaro.
Shim. Where the hell is Shim coming from?
Sound it out. Are you okay? Do you need the phonics monkey? Shimzaro. I don't understand why is it so hard for him.
Do you know how Sheamus is spelt?
I'm not gonna spell it out on the show because black people don't spell too good sometimes. But anyway, to tally fourth.
Delete.
To tally fourth. After that, you had a little segment with The Miz bitching about what The Miz bitches about, I believe. And then you led into T.J. Perkins and Austin Aries.
Well, I think the segment was Angle.
Yeah, bitching about The Miz bitching about getting attacked, all this other nonsense.
Basically, what happened was
again, I hate
Angle was on the phone, and Miz was like, "Yo, do you realize how long I've been waiting here outside your door? A whole 2 minutes." So he hung up his phone call, and Angle was basically like, we don't bitch about our problems here. We wrestle because this is Raw. So you're going to be in a tag team match tonight. It's up to you to go find a tag team partner to be in that match, which sets up the main event.
I have a question, and I saw it on that segment especially. Can Kurt Angle do this? Because every time I see Kurt, he has to move the whole body to get the look. So I don't know, is his neck all still messed up, like after that broken neck?
Are you kidding me? How dare you question the man's neck mobility after he won the Olympics with a broken freaking neck?
I mean, go back and watch the segment. You ever see Kurt Angle just... You don't see that. He has to... You suck.
I don't know.
Anybody ever see this? You suck. Go back and watch it.
He actually does do that. I've never really noticed that.
He's actually like...
That's a good point.
If you actually pay attention to that, Kurt Angle is doing this, and he doesn't move. Like, he don't rotate.
That's a good point. I've actually never paid attention. I don't know.
I don't think he got mobility in his neck.
That's probably it. Unless I mean, his traps aren't too big.
Nah,
They're not
it's
like ridiculous.
not for that. Not for that.
I don't know. I do value my neck movement now a lot more, though.
Oof. That would kill me.
Well, next we had Neville and T.J. Perkins versus Austin Aries and gentleman
Neville,
Jack Gallagher.
The one that actually got away from Lord of the Rings. And T.J. Perkins, I freaking cannot stand that intro. I cannot stand his gimmick. I hate everything about T.J. Perkins. From day one of seeing him, I hate him.
Yeah, now that he's a heel, he really needs to get rid of that. Did he dab? This match I tuned out, and I'm not gonna lie.
I think he dabbed when he first came in, but I can't stand him. Gentleman Jack, listen. If you ever watch me, man, I love his gimmick. I think it is so damn comical.
It's not a gimmick.
It's not a gimmick?
That's him in real life.
That's him in real life?
It's him in real life.
Shit.
That's him. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was like, yo, because I'd have a beer with that guy. I'd give him an umbrella, get him on the bar stool, and watch him jump the fuck off.
If you look at him on Instagram, he posted Manners Maketh Man.
That is a classic man. That is Jadana's classic man right there. That's what Jadana was talking about when we talking about a classic.
I was going more for Kingsman.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
It was a Kingsman reference. That's what that was. It was
the man. You are right. That was Colin Firth in The Kingsman. Great movie, great film. We'd have to do a movie review to get the full potential out of that. But anyway, Gentleman Jack. Love his entrance. Love his gimmick. Love everything about him. He is awesome, 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 awesome. Austin Aries, get rid of the fucking banana. I don't know why every time I see you I hate that banana shit. I don't know if you're sticking up your ass and then you're playing with it later on. You smell it. I don't know what you're doing. Get rid of the damn banana!
So, shout out to Sean.
What's Sean?
My boy, Sean. The only one who I would,
You like him better than me, by the way? You talk about him often a lot. I mean, now that we're on here, let's clear the frickin' air. Don't get cute because the camera's here. Do you like him better than me? Do you like him better than me? Go ahead and tell him. Go ahead and tell him. You better say the right thing, too.
So, if Sean lived here...
You see, now he gonna go around the fucking question I'm asking. You see what I'm talking about? You see?
It would be a two-man podcast of me and Sean.
Oh, ain't that a bitch?
I'm just kidding.
Sean, I will shank you tomorrow.
I'm just kidding.
Your car will be gone. You better have bus tokens, baby.
You're going to drive to D.C.?
I will drive to D.C. to ruin Sean's day. Sean, this is a video threat. Take it as such.
What I was going to say, actually, is it would definitely be us and then Sean as the featured guest. Because Sean is like a fucking wrestling historian.
Oh, okay.
Of useless knowledge. Okay. So Sean texted me, and he was like... Actually, Austin Aries started walking around with a banana in Ring of Honor, and that was more of his gimmick then. I haven't really watched Ring of Honor too much, but yeah. So shout out to Sean to letting me know that Austin Aries used to do that in the independent scene.
That is such a weird gimmick. I don't get it.
Well, hey man, you got to have a banana so you don't cramp up.
Oh my god,
it's protein, or not protein, but
so strange.
Potassium. Sugar potassium.
Was the word you're looking for, brother. Anyway, out of that match, it was a fast pace. I think the whole entire pace of the match was good. It was like early on, like Jack Gallagher and Austin Aries just ran in there and just, they beat the living shit out of them for like the first half. Take a little swig here.
Oh. Well, basically Aries and Gallagher get the win. So the faces get the win. I think at some point they got to just move away from TJ Perkins.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against his in-ring capabilities, because in-ring he's great. But just everything else.
It's his gimmick. It is.
I don't even think it's his gimmick. I just think the kid lacks charisma. I kid shouldn't even say kid. He's a man. He just lacks charisma. It's funny that Southpaw Regional Wrestling, TJ Perkins played a guy, and Chris Jericho was like, he lacks charisma. And it's funny because it's true. He lacks charisma. And it's ironic. But yeah, I don't know what it's going to... I was really hoping that this heel turn for TJ Perkins would change things for him, where he would just find that intensity and find that fire to be better.
Something better than what he is? No. The real star of that match is Jack Gallagher. His moves...
Gallagher.
Is it Gallagher?
Gallagher.
Gallagher?
Yeah, I think the G's silent.
Gallagher. Okay. Is my man Jack. Okay, Gentleman Jack. He's awesome. His moves in that match were all crisp and clean. Like, it's like you could tell he practices every single day, and he's on. He never misses a beat, and I love watching him in every match he has. So, looking out for him.
He's going to be facing the UK champion, I believe Tyler Bates. And, God, I'm going to get crucified if I got that wrong. I believe it's Tyler Bates.
Well, I'm there. I'm watching it.
On NXT for the championship.
I'm there, and I'm watching it because I love watching that guy in the ring. Love watching him in the ring.
Well, I'm glad to know. Maybe you can, join me on the NXT review.
You know what? I might get started this week. Keep a fresh eye out. Let's see.
That's good to know. So on the next...
Go ahead and do it.
I'm not even going to do it because I'm pissed.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
So... There it is. So, you got Braun versus not Ultimate Dragon, not Rey Mysterio, but Kalisto. Now, listen here, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever you have such a match...
I'm sorry. I need to cut you off.
What did I say this time? Is it Kalisto?
No, that's not it.
Uh-huh. What is it?
Braun went from hurting Roman Reigns
Okay.
to beating up R-Truth and Goldust.
My man Goldie.
To throwing Kalisto into a dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
To breaking the ring with the Big Show.
Mm-hmm.
To losing in a fucking dumpster match to Kalisto.
I thought, because whenever you got a match like this, and this is actually one of the matches of the night that just got me so, this is comical.
I was pissed. You know I was pissed.
I know you were pissed. This is just comical at this point. Because whenever you got somebody his size versus his size, you know there's going to be some fucking comedy going on in there. And that's just what it was. Like, not Rey Mysterio, not Ultimate Dragon, Kalisto sat there and did his, leg kicks as a small man would. But it didn't really work on Braun because Braun is just all around just a huge motherfucker with just muscle. Like, you'd have to spend time cutting them legs down. And it went how I thought it would. There were some times when my man threw him like he was just a little fucking rag doll. Like, he had no business.
But you know what pisses me off the most? Is like, after he lost the match from getting the drop kick and falling into the dumpster, he just fucking picks him up by his head and then slams him in the dumpster. Why did you fucking do that during the match? What is up with the booking? Keep him looking like a fucking monster. Keep him on this mean streak. He was undefeated before until fucking Roman Reigns. Stop fucking over Braun. Just keep him good.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, there were some.
That's my heart, man. I love Braun.
It was like a horror movie. It was like,
God.
bitch, you know you shouldn't go in. Like, see, bitch, you could have did that. You could have did that instead. It was like a horror movie. You know you could have did that instead. Why would you go to the broom closet when the door is right over here? Like, you knew Braun could have literally done this and threw his ass in the dumpster, and they were trying to sell it a little bit too much.
My thing is, if that was the way the match was gonna go, don't just slap me in the face right after the match with Braun literally picking him up and putting in the dumpster, which he couldn't do all match. Like, don't insult me.
It was kind of like watching.
It was a slap in the face.
It was kind of like watching I Am Legend at the end. You knew this motherfucker could have pulled the pin and threw the grenade out the door and then ran a little door, but he wanted to die.
What are you doing out here, Fred?
So
Go home, Fred.
It was kind of like that.
What are you doing out here, Fred?
It was literally like that. Take the pin, throw it out, get in the hole. That was easy. Simple. But no. So, overall, how he won was ridiculous. It was the most ridiculous thing. The dumpster match was literally just like watching a put him in a coffin match. We saw it when the Undertaker did.
It should have been.
Thing.
You have to land on your back in the dumpster.
It was the same fucking thing.
Like, part of your body can't. It should have been like a casket match where you have to close the lid, because I would have been much happier knowing that Braun could still be in the match if Kalisto had to try and close the lid.
I mean, well, you'd have to, Braun would have to be in the fetal position for you to close the lid.
Exactly, so Braun would have won, and it would have been
Braun
fine.
in the fetal position in a dumpster, that doesn't work.
I swear to God, if Braun loses at Payback, I'm going to be...
He more than likely will, because it's Roman Reigns.
I'm going to be so pissed.
Anyway, so just keep going into this match, because there are some parts that just annoyed the living shit out of me. So, Braun picks him up, puts him in the dumpster, walks his ass all the way up to the ramp. Now, this is where I lost my mind. Not because it was a good spot, because it was so bad. Let me tell you why it was so bad.
Because he fell for... Oh, I'm sorry, you go ahead.
Yeah, it's okay. He puts him in the dumpster. Now, we know inside the dumpster, he was okay already. He was, probably a little hurt from getting slammed in there, but he was okay. Now, Braun takes his time to put on the straps, okay? And you got all the guys coming out there trying to oversell it. No, Braun, don't do this. No, don't do this at all.
Well, that's because, was it Mankind and Chainsaw Charlie? When the New Age Outlaws pushed him over they were in the dumpster and they pushed him over.
Oh God, it's gonna be.
And they got all jacked up from it. Because the things didn't stay closed. They left it open. They fell over. It was bad.
It's been a while. I have to go back and watch
it was
that
literally
clip.
they got hurt.
I gotta go back and watch that clip. But so Braun is taking his damn time, putting the straps on, getting everything ready. Everybody's like, no. Obviously, if you want to stop Braun Strowman, everybody could have just attacked him at one time. It would have probably not worked, but it would have showed you cared a little bit. But anyway, Braun walks away like he's not going to do it. We all knew he was going to do it. He pushes the damn thing over. Now, two parts of this. He pushes the fucking dumpster over what seemed to appear to be a 4-foot drop. If it was the old Raw set and it was like on that, I want to say like 10-foot high rise.
10-foot high rise, yeah.
It would have flipped and landed on top, and then, I would have been a little concerned. I'd have been like, damn, they put that little, not Ultimate Dragon, but not Rey Mysterio, Kalisto, and dropped him off 10 feet? Damn, I'm concerned. No. 4 foot, it lands on his fucking side like this. And then here's the second part of that just annoys me. I think it was Michael Cole who said, "Oh, poor Kalisto. He's in there. You have to imagine the fear in the dark." He's in the dark in a fucking dumpster, Michael Cole. Yes, obviously. What the commentary there was just so bad. I wanted to jump to the screen and snap Michael Cole's fucking neck. But overall, that match was just a bunch of, I believe the New Day would say, booty. It was. I fucking hated it.
Yeah, I said earlier this wasn't a good Raw.
I enjoyed certain parts. That was not one of them, dude. That was just not.
I honestly feel bad for making you watch Raw at this point.
That shit was just booty. Let's move on from this whole class match.
Well, before we move on, forgot to mention, I think Kalisto has new entrance music. I haven't heard this before. It sounded changed. It's kind of cool. A little darker. His mask looks like dragons from Lucha Underground.
You were gonna say Ultimate Dragon, weren't you?
I was gonna say.
You were gonna say it. Yeah, I heard the ooh. It looks like the ooh. I heard you coming out with it. I know.
I wasn't gonna say Ultimate Dragon.
You wanted to.
It's actually Ultimo Dragon.
Ultimate, yeah, whatever.
I wasn't gonna say that. I was talking about Lucha Underground, but I was gonna say Ultimate Lucha. But it's Lucha Underground. That's where.
I guess that's where you were gonna end up.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So next we have your creepy uncle who stares at you in the closet.
Brer Rabbit. He does another one of his.
I'm not even gonna correct you. I'm not cheersing.
Cheers it.
No.
Cheers it.
Something to cheers on
Cheers
that.
it. Cheers it.
I'm just tired of yelling.
Cheers it. Okay. So, because you know I ain't gonna do a damn thing at this point. Another weird segment. Now listen, if Payback isn't the most awesome thing in the world, and I am gonna watch it, if it is not the most awesome match between him and Randy Orton, I am literally going to try and find his Brer Rabbit's Instagram, Facebook, whatever I can find. If I can message him directly and say, you fucking suck, and I hate you.
Well, okay, wait a second.
For hyping up
Wait
that
a second.
match.
Wait a second.
Hate you.
Wait a second.
Yes.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Okay.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a
Keep
second.
going.
Wait a second. Wait a
Give me
second.
a minute to check my beer.
Why would you go at Bray for that?
Because Brer Rabbit keeps hyping it up.
It's clearly Vince McMahon's fault. Because he has no idea what the hell they're doing for the House of Horrors match. Now apparently they're going to have some pre-recorded stuff. How can you not blame Vince? It's literally his fault. It has nothing to do with Bray.
Listen, I cannot blame Vince. Vince is just a sweet, kindly old man.
Okay, so wait a second. If your boss gives you something to do, and it turns out to be the wrong thing to do, and everyone's like, why would you do that? That wasn't the good thing to do. But you're like, my boss told me so. Who are you going to blame, yourself or the boss?
I blame myself because I followed his fucking stupid orders. Accountability, baby. Cheers, this. Anyway,
you lie.
The devil is a liar and I am not he.
But you know who is the devil? Bray Wyatt.
Brer Rabbit. Anyway, continuing on.
Wait a second.
What's up?
You gotta remember, Bray, it was a warning. He was telling Randy what he was gonna go through.
Yeah, it's
Randy,
you're going to face my auras.
Well, what was that? Why was it British at first?
And when you get there, you might not come back from my horrors.
That's a terrible Bray Wyatt impersonation. Like, mine wasn't that great either, but that was terrible.
Do you feel it, Randy? Do you feel what's coming?
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Just terrible. But we're gonna see how it plays out. I am actually gonna watch that match.
Of course you are. We're watching Payback. I mean, there's no getting around that. But speaking of terrible, Alicia Fox versus Dana Brooke.
So I didn't even take a note on it because that was just like the most boring thing ever. So I'm gonna give it the amount of attention that I should. Bam! There it is.
Well, Dana should have stayed in NXT a lot longer. Like a lot longer. Oh, I didn't even finish that one.
Oh, you women! Come on.
And now that's like another 190 calories, man.
Tomato, calorie.
Come on, man.
Calorie smattering.
I can't be looking like, Dana Brooke, flexing the guns from sitting here drinking a bunch of beers with you every night.
You'll be alright. We're just on there, baby.
Tomorrow's an off day.
Tomorrow's not my off day, I tell you that.
What am I gonna do?
Pumping them guns, baby.
Oh no. But yeah, just please, Dana, go back to being a lackey. Hopefully for Emma. And yeah, I'm just tired of it.
I gave it the amount of attention it really deserved. That was about 15 seconds of airtime.
I mean, I feel like Dana deserves some respect as like a bodybuilder. She competed like in the Arnold Classic. I think she won or placed at least.
But we're not talking about that though. We're talking about her in the ring.
Well, now we're talking about it because I brought that up.
Okay, well in the Arnold Classic, I give her all credit for that. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about her in the ring. It's a difference.
I couldn't do that.
What? Be an Arnold Classic?
Yeah.
Well, that's because you got a Dutch woman's body. Your body is on chopsticks, baby. You done fucked yourself up.
Yeah, that ain't true for shit. I definitely ain't got no Dutch woman's body. I'm swole. Don't get confused. I will Braun Strowman you in a heartbeat.
Oh, here we go. Don't. He's gonna. Go ahead and do it.
And next, what we have up is the club with
Anderson and Gallows.
Actually, I was gonna say. Oh, well, yeah, that's right. The club with Samoa Joe against Big Cass and Enzo versus... Oh, God.
Okay, originally, let me help you out here. It was Anderson and Gallows with Samoa Joe versus Enzo Amore, and you got Big Cass, and they were supposed to team up with
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. Now, before this... Let's go back to the segment before this where Samoa Joe kind of made a public, I felt it was more of a rape.
They all two-sweeted everybody. The club two-sweeted Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Samoa Joe kind of made that I'm going to rape, declaration.
What?
It came out weird. Go back and watch that clip. I don't know what he said word for word, but I got a rapey vibe.
Why? That's weird.
That is weird. It's just because his
No,
face,
you're weird. I'm not saying no, you're weird.
It's because his face, he was like...
No, he said he's going to tear some more ligaments from Finn. There's nothing...
Not Finn, because Finn was in there.
Oh, sorry. Seth.
He's just jumping ahead.
Seth.
Tear. Seth. Lives. It was... There was something said in there that came out sexual. But anyway, we'll get...
None of that was sexual.
There was something in there was sexual.
No, you got turned on by it. You were confused by it, and you have a problem with it because you don't want to admit that.
Because it made me feel different. I mean, I'm not different, but anyway, let's get to Enzo Amore and Enzo Amore.
Samoa Joe, if you're watching this, which you're probably not ever. Nothing wrong with what you said. You're not weird. Go on and tear Seth's ligaments.
Something in there sounded. Anyway, so continuing down, Enzo Amore and Big Cass come out. They do their thing. They try to do their thing, their usual spiel, and they get ambushed by Anderson and Gallows and Samoa Joe, who end up hitting Enzo Amore down, and he got damn sure I know he got a concussion because I saw his head bounce off the damn ground. That's what it looked like. It looked like he got a concussion from it. Since that happened, you got Seth Rollins running out.
Well, they came up through the crowd.
Yeah, they came through the crowd and beat the shit out of him. Then you got Seth Rollins running down. They did their thing. Then you got they had him outside the ring. There was a little standoff, and then Kurt Angle comes out and says, "You know what? I found somebody to be the third
To replace
Enzo." And then out comes that sweet, sweet angel himself, Finn.
Now, see, that's creepy. That's weird.
Finn. So, Finn is just an angel altogether, coming out in a Happy Days jacket like Fonzie. Ayy.
I was reading somewhere that apparently Ric Flair's in, I guess he has heat backstage, because on one of his podcasts he said that Finn will never main event WrestleMania because he's too small, or because of his body type, pretty much.
I don't believe it.
I do. I mean, CM Punk always wanted the main event WrestleMania, and CM Punk, it was definitely a little bit bigger than Finn is. So I could see Finn not actually.
But did CM Punk have the hype of the crowd? Did everybody want to see him go to main event? I didn't watch that.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, CM Punk was arguably the biggest star next to John Cena, if not almost bigger than Cena.
I believe he's bigger than Cena because I hated John Cena. I still do. So it's just his music, his whole gimmick when he first came out. That's a whole different story.
Yeah,
anyway,
but he doesn't do that anymore.
I know, but I haven't watched since then. See, that's
yes, you have.
Well, again,
we've literally been doing this for like a month now.
You twisted my shit, and I don't like that.
You said I haven't watched since.
Shut up. So, you a little bit. I slapped it with my fingertips. You ever slap somebody with your fingertips?
Daddy, no.
Let's stop. Let's take a little break. You ever slap somebody with your fingertips? You know how weird that shit is because you don't hit all face, but you like scrape their face. What do you do if you slap the shit out of somebody and you touch nothing but fingertips? Hey man, I mean, do you take that as a threat? I literally scraped his face. Anyway, you got Finn Balor comes out, and it's just a free for all at that point. Everybody's going at everybody until they get them organized, and it's one man in the ring at a time. The pace of the match was still pretty good. I still liked watching Finn operate and do his thing, which was actually cool. And I don't know if it's his new move, and we were talking about it because usually he does the pedigree, but now he spun Samoa Joe around and did a high knee.
Yeah, it was.
Seth Rollins, that was on point. He spun him around because he had him from the back, and he spun him around and then just pulled him down a little bit so he could do a flying knee into his face.
Yeah, they didn't do a good job at. The announcers didn't do a great job at. One, there should have been a name for it. It's kind of like It's kind of like a clothesline from hell mixed with a... Well, not even really close. There's no clothesline part. It's mixed with like a flying knee. It looked cool. It looked badass, but they should have done more to hype it up from the announcers. They should have had a name for it already. It was cool, though, that he teased the pedigree and he's like, nah, I'm off that. And...
Bang! If that's his new move, that's awesome. He got out from that old pedigree shadow. I liked it. Again, great match. Finn, Cass, and Seth Rollins walk away with the win in this one. It was overall, it was really good to watch. It was really good to watch. Anderson and Gallows. I feel like they are my new favorite. We are some evil bad motherfuckers. We we fuck shit up. I kind of like them as that.
With who?
And Anderson and Gallows.
Oh, yes.
I kind of like them as that. We're this evil crew, and
well,
we just
that
wreck
was
shit.
The Bullet Club. They were fucking shit up over in Japan, and the Bullet Club was Finn and Anderson and Gallows originally. So it was cool to see that, just this close.
I will have to buy them gentlemen some sake because they're great doing what they do. But overall, yeah, good match to watch. And next, I believe you got Bayley. Well, first it was Alexa Bliss coming out to the ring and her midget 5'2" self.
No, she's not 5'2".
What is she? 5'4"?
No,
5 foot.
Yes.
Oh dear God.
5 feet of fury.
5 foot.
Little Miss Bliss.
She does her ranting and raving, and then Miss You Get a Hug, and You Get a Hug, and You Get a Hug comes out, and pretty much they start gaggling on, and that whole... Oh, God, it's not... Okay, I just don't really feel like a threat from either side. Even though they were dissing each other, I just felt it was more of a... Oh, Karen. Oh, Alexa. Thank you. I felt like it was on that level. I didn't feel fear. If it was Chyna or Nia Jax, you'd be scared shitless because Nia, first of all, looks like she can fuck somebody up. Nia is just beautiful. But...
Oh, my God.
But I didn't feel fear in any part. It just... it's bland.
I mean, it wasn't really
It was like a cop assault. It was an insult and a compliment at the same time. I swear to God, I didn't feel
it had nothing to do with fear. There was no...
I didn't feel intense.
Oh
okay,
my God.
not fear.
All right, can I...
You
give
can.
you this? All right, thank you. It had nothing to do with fear whatsoever. No, it didn't, because Alexa Bliss was just a little bitchy, whiny high school girl.
Yeah,
it was like fucking Mean Girls. She's like prom. She was
every one of them turned me down. Sorry, brought up some memories.
It's probably why you screamed in their faces.
I didn't. Okay, maybe I did.
Don't like
hey, you want to go to prom?
I'm sure Karen didn't like that.
Yeah.
Just drink the pain away, buddy. But basically, Alexa was just. Have you ever kissed a boy?
Oh shit.
Yeah. See, there was nothing about fear. Ouch. It was just, I'm going to be a little whiny bitch.
Fear is the wrong word. I didn't feel like, hey, it was even a fight or an argument. I felt like, hey, they were just like pillow fucking fighting with words. Like, I just didn't feel anything from that. It was just terrible. And they were like, oh, Bailey's the most widely popular. Yeah, she wasn't popular again on the pretty bus, I swear to God. Anyway, so after all that goes on, you got the boss coming out. What's her name again here?
You know her name.
Sasha Banks.
There you go. Don't do that. That's the boss.
I didn't do that. I just had to think about it for a second.
That's the boss. Come correct.
She does a little booty scoot move and gets down.
I don't think
to
she
the
did
ring.
that.
She did. She did. She did the little thing. You know.
I think you like that.
Well, my wife do it, but I love you, babe. But they get in the ring again. Pillow fighting with words. Alexa's kind of on the level of, I'm going to stop this match. We don't have to do... I said Alexa. Is it Alexa or Alexa?
It's Alexa. You said Alexis.
I said my wife's name.
Yeah.
I know. Love you, babe. Alexa gets it. I'm going to stop this match. And so Sasha Banks pretty much says, you ain't stopping shit. And just hits her cold clock out of the ring. And then they get that thing on. Now... This match was actually...
It wasn't a match, really.
It was, just a fight at this point?
Well, yeah, because Alexa took the count out.
Yeah.
She was like, fuck this. She's like, I'm saving myself for Sunday.
Yeah, she just walks backwards up the ramp and starts to go out. But then Bailey actually...
runs out.
She's
like, nah,
bitch.
In there.
This is what actually redeems it and gives this match from an F to a fucking C. Because it felt like I was back in high school. And if you came from my high school, this shit was comical every day when a girl would grab a girl by the hair and just try and drag her somewhere. And then it gets to this point where she's like this. Like, you ever had your brother do, like, everyone's had their brother do the shit, or somebody do it to him when they got the merry-go-round move where somebody grabbed the back of your jacket and you gotta spin it around because you can't actually fight. That shit looked like that for a second.
Like the intro to Fresh Prince?
Something like that. Like somebody grabs the back of your shit. Do this one time. Go to somebody randomly, your little brother, uncle. I suggest not a random person in the street or you will get punched in the fucking face. But go to somebody you know and grab the back of their jacket and start spinning around. Tell me that shit don't get them upset. That is the worst thing to do. Anyway, that happens. And,
Alexa gets out of it. She runs backstage.
And then runs back out and clotheslines the shit out of Bailey with the back of the head.
You know, like, oh well, I thought, I could save it, but whatever. And then, bang! Gets hit by Alexa Bliss. Honestly, this might have been one of my favorite segments of the night.
I said it took it from an F and gave it a solid C because of just that high school drama that happened.
It probably was one of my favorite segments of the night. But next up we have Kurt Hawkins. Still going on, talking about who wants to be in the main event next. So then we have Apollo Crews coming out, who has kind of been needing a change. Last week we had the hint of Apollo Crews joining the Titus brand. Now it kind of looks like we might be having that because obviously Apollo Crews made quick work of Curtis Hawkins. I kind of feel bad for Kurt Hawkins. I don't know why I said Curtis Hawkins. I feel bad for Kurt Hawkins because he just gets ran through so quickly every week. And at least he's getting on TV. It's better than...
You know how quick that he got ran through? It wasn't even on my Hulu feed. Like, I don't remember.
That's because you watched it on Hulu. We watched... Wait.
I think I went by. I left at this point. This was
you had
not
left.
into it.
Okay.
So I rewatched it on Hulu. I think that wasn't even on my Hulu feed.
I told you not to watch.
That's
on
how
Hulu.
fast they cut his black ass out. Edit.
Well, wait a second. Hulu is 90 minutes. Raw is 3 hours, so they cut a lot out.
They cut out commercials, but they cut his black ass out of it. So
They cut a lot out.
yeah. Continuing from that, I think, did you skip over Chris and Ambrose when they had the little backstage segment?
I'm sorry?
Did you skip over Chris and Ambrose?
Oh. No, I think it's coming up
It's
next.
after. It was after this. Okay, so next you had Chris and.
Well, wait a second.
What's up?
You didn't even see this part, so let me finish with the.
Okay, you can.
You finish.
I
You
was
can't.
actually
You
gonna
can't be
cut-
hopping around. You can't cut them out just because you watched the Hulu version.
If Hulu cuts him out, then who am I to undo Hulu's job?
It's not Hulu's job.
Hulu's work. Love Hulu. Disney owns it. Your precious Disney own half of it. Well, like 13% or something like
Disney.
that. Oh my God, you and Disney is ridiculous. Do the show.
No. Don't sit here and say, "Oh, you're precious Disney." What? Just because I like to go to Disney World?
This guy got a hard on for everything Disney. I mean, when you go to Disneyland with Brandon Wooten, you will see Mickey ears. You will see them damn little, which they are delicious. Those little Mickey Mouse chocolate ice cream loaf. What is the little things called? Little ice cream.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. Don't play dumb.
I'm
Don't play
fucking
dumb.
lactose intolerant. When have you seen me go to Disney eat ice cream balls?
I have seen you. Why you gotta say it like ice cream balls? Like,
I don't use it as little chocolate
fancy
balls with
on it.
ice cream in it.
It got a little ball on it, but I've seen you eat cheese pizza.
Yeah, not at Disney World.
You see this?
You think I'm gonna shit myself at Disney?
I know you would shit yourself in
No.
Disney.
No, because I'm not gonna go to Disney with a change of pants because you can't go in with a change of
see
pants
this guy?
in your backpack because if they see you with that, they'll be like, "Hey, wait a second, you got to buy stuff in the park. You can't bring that stuff into the park."
And you know everything about Disney, huh? Anyway.
I do know a good laugh. But anyways, we have Apollo Crews win the match, and then right after he wins, Titus O'Neil comes out, and it seems like he's kind of recruited him to the Titus brand, which is eerily similar to when Xavier Woods was going around recruiting everyone for the New Day, not because they're black, but
Because they're black.
I guess it just looked really similar.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like doing a new type of nation of domination. It's kind of.
So I guess I don't know. Maybe Titus will have a 3-man group, and they'll be. Who's another black guy on Raw?
Does Bailey count?
She's Hispanic.
We all the same thing.
No. Who's it? But no. But seriously, who's another black guy on Raw?
R-Truth?
There we. Well, he's in the Golden Truth.
The hell is the Golden Truth?
It's him and Goldust.
Oh. Side note, R-Truth is 40 fucking something years old. He looks good for his
crazy.
fucking age.
Yeah.
I'd tell you that one.
That's crazy.
Damn. I know I want to be one of the great get 45.
Okay, well, I finished that part, so now you can go ahead and...
Alright, so after that you got the Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose segment. Now that segment was actually... It was a lot from Chris Jericho, but a lot less from Dean Ambrose. And it was... Chris kind of carried the whole conversation, you know. It was pretty good to watch. There was some humor in there. Dean Ambrose... What made me laugh is just Dean Ambrose asked to get off the list. And Chris... You know what you get Dean Ambrose for buying Chris Jericho a new jacket? You get off the list. And so he took him off the list, and that was actually pretty funny. But it looked like he put him back on the list after Dean Ambrose left.
Well, because he kept...
All right, there's not. You don't have to do all the sounds. Damn it, I'm sensitive. I did my back workouts. Anyway, so I hate you. I hate you and your future children.
Bye, Chris.
So,
Basically what happened. It was a good reenactment.
It was pretty much like I hate you. It was pretty much it was pretty funny. Which kind of then led into I believe it was this whole Braun and Roman Reigns clip.
Oh, that was weird.
It actually felt like a freaking horror movie because Braun Strowman is just one big, massive motherfucker. And when he says threatening words, I tend to just listen. Like,
nah, but it was weird.
I'll break you.
Because he was It had like that report from Roman where he was like, "This has been the hardest 2 weeks of my life."
Because his brother died, yeah.
And then also the hospital, the ambulance thing, and that's fucking weird. Like, your real life brother died, and you
compare that to your fake life,
and you kayfabe got injured because of Braun flipped over the ambulance. Like, that's weird. I didn't like that.
It was
don't blend that shit.
It was an interesting clip, but
that was weird.
Yeah, it was just an interesting clip. I thought it was pretty cool.
I thought Raw sucked.
And so, coming to it, now, The Miz has been hinting all night that, well, first of all, he was looking for a partner. He's asked everybody. And then he's been hinting all fucking night that...
we didn't even talk about when he asked Curtis Axel and Heath Slater.
I gave it that amount of attention it needed. None. So...
Those are the Marine 5 co-stars.
Oh, dear God, the Marine 5. It's on 5 already. I've given it the amount of attention it needed.
You seen one?
By accident.
How's that by accident?
Literally, I was bored one day and I was falling in and out of sleep. I had my wisdom teeth pulled out, and so I was in and out of...
This was an accident.
It was an accident.
Naj likes to watch terrible movies.
Correct, but The Marine ain't one of them, baby. I have not watched 1, 2...
No, you did watch one. You just said by accident.
I'm sorry, I've not watched 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ain't come out yet, but I have not watched that.
Well, it's coming out on DVD.
Okay, let me apologize, folks, because I just realized I said 2, 3, 4, 5. And I realized that I have the 4 up.
That's like yesterday when you were counting in Spanish. And you went uno, dos,
they
cuatro.
weren't there for this. We don't have to bring that up on live air. Damn it. This is recorded.
Well, I mean, they weren't there for your Swiss whatever, but we still brought that up. That was no problem.
Anyway, so The Miz hinting, he actually got a note on that other segment saying, someone has accepted his, they want to be his partner for the night. So anyway, you're continuing down. You got Jericho and Dean Ambrose waiting on The Miz. The Miz comes out. He's talking his Trish trash, mix mac on the mic, saying this, that, and the third. And no one comes out. He's just saying, come on out! No one comes out. So he's trying to cancel a match like a Mitch. You got my man, Mr. No Head Turn. Kurt Angle comes out. That's his new name. No Head Turn comes out. Because if you look at that segment, go back. I'm telling you, he can't turn his freaking neck. We're going to have this match tonight. Look what I'm doing, y'all. I'm just bouncing. This ain't even fucking motion. This is what I saw all night. So they have their match.
It starts out as a handicap match.
It starts out as a handicap match. You're correct. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to skip ahead. It starts out a handicap match, and it was actually just so wonderful to watch The Miz get the living shit slapped out of him every 10 seconds.
I hate the fact that The Miz is like losing all credibility because he had such a good run on SmackDown. I kind of wish they would have just left him there. I wish he would have never came over.
I wasn't there for that, so I can't speak on it.
I would much rather have Enzo and Cass on SmackDown and I don't know, somebody else. But I wish The Miz was still on SmackDown. SmackDown doesn't really have any heels. There's just Baron Corbin. That's it.
Gotta think on that one.
Oh, and Jinder. But now they have Jinder.
I think that's probably why they put Jinder there. For that exact reason.
Because they don't have any heels.
Jinder Mahal is just every James Bond villain. He's pretty fucking
Randy Orton needs to go heel. Anyways, I'm sorry. Back to the match.
Off. Again, it was an okay match. It started off, the pace was really, really good. I did enjoy Chris Jericho looking like the old Jericho for a minute there when he did the lion salt off the ropes. I actually really enjoyed it. I missed that about Chris Jericho.
No, he still does it.
No, he still does it. I've been ever since I've been back. I haven't seen him wrestle too much. I've just seen him get his ass.
He did it at Mania.
I watch Mania, so good point. So again, it turns into them just beating the shit out of the Miz. They carry him up. Dean Ambrose carries him up all the way to the announcer's table, and as Dean is taking everything out, oh god, another Brer Rabbit clip shows up for no reason, and then the lights go out. Now
It wasn't a clip.
no, sorry, it wasn't a clip. Well,
The lights
it was
just went out.
No, the lights went out. Didn't they show his face? There was a blip. Well, no.
It's a...
Yeah, well, it was to me. Well, I don't know if the audience saw it, but I don't know if it was on the screen. But on our screen, what we could see, it was like a blip of him, and then that was it.
Yeah, well, it's like it's that run thing. It's real quick, and it's just like a little screen. That's what always happens whenever the lights drop and then he appears. It does the run.
And then, well, he did his, he did a copy off and the rip off of the Undertaker, and he just shows up, and beats the shit out of Dean Ambrose for like 10 seconds. And then my man Jericho, which was, I don't know what took him so long to get to that ass whooping, but he just ran up there. And, well, he got his few good licks. And then he got his ass kicked by both of them. Mm-hmm. And they carry him back to the ring. And Brer Rabbit proceeds to, again, hurt my man Jericho. And he does. And then he did the greatest thing ever that actually made Raw. That made me sleep well.
Well, he got the pin.
He got the pin.
And he's standing there. And then Miz is like...
And then he turns on the Miz and just... What's this move called?
Sister Abigail.
Sister Abigail. He Sister Abigail'd him, I guess. And that was the end of the match. That was the end of the Raw. That made me sleep well at night because the Miz got his in the end.
You watched it on Hulu.
Yeah.
Which means you watched it today.
That was the end of that hour of my life. And it was a good match.
I went to sleep like... Raw sucked. That's how I went to sleep. If you had to give a Raw rating, because I feel like we need to start doing this. We need to start rating Raw.
Okay.
How would you rate Raw?
I would give it a C night.
Okay, so we need to come up with a chart, right? So A will be Stone Cold, right? So giving it an A is it's getting a Stone Cold. Okay. A B would be a Daniel Bryan, because they always said Daniel Bryan was a B+ player. So a B is Daniel Bryan. A C is
Ooh. Can I say Cat Williams?
no, it has to be a wrestler.
Oh, it has to be a wrestler. Okay.
Why would that even make sense?
Okay.
I said Stone Cold and Daniel Bryan, and you go to Cat Williams.
I thought that we were okay.
A C would be a
Taka Punani. They are C fighters. Come on.
no.
Come
no,
on.
No.
Doink the Clown.
No.
No. Yup. No. No, not Yoko.
A C would be.
Would Owen Hart be out of the question since he died?
See, Owen's a B.
Owen's definitely a B. I gotta give him that.
A C is no.
Okay.
A C would be
Earthquake.
no.
Come on.
Let me stop it.
Papa Shango.
Shut up! Damn it! We're gonna have a superstar shakeup. A C would be
You actually shake your face when you do that.
yeah, because that's what Vince does.
Okay.
That's
Looks like you're having a seizure sometimes.
Have you seen Vince yell? You're fired.
Oh my. You went like half Scrooge, half Monopoly Man, half everything else. What the fuck is that?
C would have to be
Dusty Rhodes.
no. That's disrespectful. Dusty Rhodes is an A. A C would be
Anvil Hart.
I was gonna go with Road Dogg.
Don't do that. Don't go there. The shake, rattle, and roll is one of the best moves ever. Don't go there. Don't you do it. X-Pac. Can we give it an X-Pac?
No, Xbox a D.
Oh, so that's our D. Vader? No.
Nah.
Luke from Bushwhackers.
Nah, that's an F. A C would have
Steve Blackman. He was fun to watch sometimes.
Yeah, but until he got off the whole, they just made him too funny. Who's the C?
Ooh, Ken Shamrock.
I was thinking Ken Shamrock too.
Okay.
Ken Shamrock's a C.
Ken Shamrock's your C.
D would be X-Pac.
X-Pac, we said it.
F is Bret Hart. All right. So, on a scale from Stone Cold to Bret Hart, I'm giving Raw tonight an X-Pac.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna give it a Ken Shamrock. There were some moments I enjoyed, but then other ones was just like, what the fuck? Again, I'm preaching on when Braun threw not Ultimate Dragon, not Rey Mysterio, Kalisto off the freaking 4-foot ramp, and they made it seem like, hey, it's a big deal. That motherfucker was fine.
He just flipped an ambulance the week before.
I'm just like, yo, somebody was in the fucking ambulance. You throw him off that's gonna be that. Come on, guys, you can't do that. That was just shitty.
Disappointed.
Very disappointing.
But yeah, that's damn. Already an hour. Well, and change. After edits. Anyways,
this has been the Wooten Brothers. Again, thank you guys for watching for another episode of Raw.
Raw? No. We are reviewing Raw.
This
is Wrestling with My Brother.
Raw. Wrestling with My Brother. I was gonna get there. I'm getting better at this. I am your man, Nasty Naj, aka the Naj, aka Mr. aka the French Tickler. And well, this BG, the Big Tasty, whatever you want to say about that.
The Big Tasty?
I don't know what the fuck you say anymore.
I don't say it. I just say I'm BG. You can follow me at BG is dope on Twitter. Our Patreon is patreon.com/wrestling with my brother. Thank you for all who have donated. You can also find us on Facebook, SoundCloud, and iTunes. See, I don't know why you're like, I don't know what the hell you say. Because I say all the important shit.
Well, I am not the important.
You're just like, a.k.a. Mr. French Tickler, a.k.a. I like to play with my nipples, a.k.a. Oh, this look infected to you, a.k.a.
What kind of nasty
Billy
shit?
Madison, a.k.a.
infected to you?
a.k.a.
When have I ever said, does that look infected to you? I mean, it was that one time.
a.k.a. When have I ever done that? A.k.a. Oh, well, wait. Besides that one time, a.k.a. Hashtag too many.
Let me be Brandon right now. Let me use my black voice. Let me put some bass in there. We don't all sound like that, brother. I got a high pitched voice for a man. It's very weird.
Is that what?
What?
Is that what I sounded like to you? Let me put some bass in my voice.
That's what you just sounded like just now.
No, that was more like.
Ain't this about us?
That wasn't.
That's what you just sounded
I did
like.
that.
Why do we always gotta fight on here? Give the people what they want.
Let me see your hand.
What?
Let me see your hand.
Almost got me too. I was so limber. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyway.
Limber. Go. I'm just waiting for you to storm off.
I will not storm off. Not this time.
Well, we made it. 2 weeks in, he doesn't storm off. It's a proud moment. Probably gonna cut this part out. God, you're so
Hey guys, once again, thank you for watching Wrestle with My Brother. This is all inspired by my brother over here. His idea. We're going to do it. We're going to keep doing it and have some fun doing it. So if you're not having fun doing it, why hell do it? So don't forget, give us some likes, some dislikes. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. We enjoy you. We enjoy doing this. So, support us as we go along our journey.
What you forgot to mention though is hit that subscribe button right down below. I'm gonna put the thing right there like I try to do. Hit the subscribe button. We're we're happy that we're doing this. I'm happy we're doing this. He's probably not as happy. But I'm glad we're doing this. So hopefully you're glad too. Hopefully you enjoy what we do. And yeah, check us out.